Hi! My name is Samantha, or as my dad calls me, Samantha, yeah! And today, Faye the Fox and I are going to play a game that is apparently very sad. It's Sad Boy Hours. Thank you all for being here. It says I have 2 viewers. Jonathan, it's really good to see you. I'm glad that you made it here in time. This game is called Lucy, the Eternity She Wished For, and apparently it's about a robot girl. So this is gonna be pretty poggers. Aren't you excited, Faye?
I guess so.
Okay, let's start the boy. Let me put this here. Okay, there we go. Starting the boy. Let's get this bread. Oh, we already unlocked an achievement. We're so good at this game. The 3 laws of robotics. A robot may not injure a human being or through an action allow a human being to come to harm. A robot must obey the orders given it by the one possessing control or authority except where such orders would conflict with the first law. A robot must protect its own existence as long as such protection does not conflict with the first or second law. Okay. October 12th. You.
Like me and her.
Yeah, you and me and her.
Was Allie the robot?
Probably. Boop boop. Oh, let me turn the sound on. There's people. Ah, it's blurry. I can't see. I don't have my glasses on. As I turn onto the main street, I reflexively cover my eyes. Neon signs are blindingly bright as ever. And those animated hollow verts are even worse. Ew, it looks terrible.
Okay, dude.
Are you on LSD? Whoever came up with the idea to add sound to those hollows should be shot. What? They're all giving me a headache. This place really changed in the past few years. Korea's really come up in the world. Oh wait, this takes place in Korea? All around you can see signs of progress. Maybe a bit too fast. Too soon. I kind of assumed this took place in Japan. Maybe if I just close my eyes. Nope, nothing's changed. In fact, those signs look even brighter.
I think that sounds like there's 7 people and there's no one.
Yeah, where are the people? Maybe I'm just feeling a bit out of it. Could be the weather. A change of scenery's in order. I'll take a shortcut home. Aww. Get away from this visual audio assault. Aw, Orange left. Wow, we've got 3 viewers? Woo! That's better, just what the doctor ordered. I can still hear the noise in the distance, but at least it's faint now. Really? Because all I can hear is wow, wow.
That's what it sounds like whenever you're far away from people.
Gotta admit, this place has a spooky vibe. There's spooky music. Dude, the vibes. The vibes in this place, dude. Like, vibe check. No one's around, plus the area looks pretty run down. Half expect a ghost to pop out as I walk along. Still, my eyes sure appreciate the break. A massive building on the side catches my attention. K Robotics Co. Ltd. Bet that's what it says on the main gates. One of the biggest robotic manufacturers. They're world-renowned. Even I've heard of them. They get a lot of news coverage, being a frequent topic around school as well. The company's claim to fame are their advanced Android series. Is this like Detroit Become Human? This is reminding me of both Detroit Become Human and Plastic Memories. Not that I would know. Despite being bombarded by marketing everywhere, For me, I'm the kind of person who prefers analog clocks over digital, pianos over synthesizers, acoustic guitars over electric. So what I'm saying is, phone, yeah, book good, phone bad. I was literally, that's what I was, yep, book good, phone bad. And finally, real people over androids. I spot what appears to be crumpled hills of metal in the distance. Yep, their junkyard is my shortcut home. Totally illegal, of course, so I don't intend to get caught.
What are we doing?
Walking through metal. And looking at the opening credits. Are we gonna climb over that?
Doesn't say.
Here we are! My home!
That's where I live.
This is the place where I live.
I live in that tractor.
Tractor?
Yeah, I live in that tractor.
That is not a tractor.
It's a tractor.
That is not a tractor.
Oh, sorry.
A skyscraper? Did you just say that's a skyscraper?
Yeah, that's what that is.
What the heck is wrong with you? The scrapyard for all lost hopes and dreams.
That's why I'm here.
Everything here is automated. No one's watching the place. Well, there are these tin can-like robots that scurry around like spiders. What? Probably sort through all these junk for any good stuff. So this is like, you know, a futuristic thing. And then there's a lone sentry bot. As long as I don't let it spot me, no alarm goes off. More of a crane, really. Yeah, exactly, that's a crane. It's worked for me so far. After all, robots are fundamentally stupid. Stoopy boys. Like my classmate told me.
Phone bad, but good.
Phone bad, but good. The company's dumping ground. I heard you can find some real goodies from time to time. If you're lucky, that is. Sadly, I've scoped this place out on previous trips, and so far I've come up empty. Guess ladies' luck just not with me.
Oh.
What? Or I can't tell what's useful, as I'm not really a robophile. Okay. Knowing me, it's probably both. Whatever. Didn't come here for a treasure hunt anyway. Forget about the scrap. This is only a shortcut home. Cutting through this place, I can shave off almost 10 minutes. Risky, but worth it. I intentionally ignored the no trespassing signs all over the place. However, today was different. As I started making my way through, something caught my eye. We're gonna find the girl here, aren't we?
She's just like sitting there.
Yeah, I bet that's what's gonna happen. Is that ahead of me? Can barely make it out. An anime girl. Squinting, I come closer. It looks like... Wait, a person? Doo-doo-doo! A woman lying on the ground. She's not moving. Unconscious? Maybe she's hurt? Or something worse? Growing a bit concerned, I forget all about the sentry. I'm gonna clear my throat. Had I just stumbled upon a crime scene that might end up on tomorrow morning's headline news? She needs help. And since I'm the only one
Why
around...
is that what he thinks of immediately? Maybe I'll go on the news.
I'll be on the news, yeah. I dashed towards the fallen maiden to lend assistance. I think I had played this game, but when? If you have played it, then that's cool, my guy. Because I hadn't heard about this game before. I just saw it, like, on Steam, and I was like, you know, that looks neat. But I've never heard I've never, like, seen anyone play it or anything like that. Also, my dude, you were, at my last stream. Thank you for coming back. It's nice to see you again. But as I get close, I stop in my tracks. I had to do a double take. That's no woman! You gotta be kidding me! It was a dog!
I'm so mad.
Oh, it's not a woman! It's an anime girl! It's so close to the real deal. 2 eyes closed tightly shut. Platinum-hued hair that seemed to almost sparkle. From afar, it looks like a person. But up close, there's no mistaking it. An android. The phone.
It's the phone.
Yeah, so clearly what's going on here is he's like, I hate robots, and then he's gonna fall in love with her.
Yeah.
Oh! We unlocked the achievement.
Yay.
Useless piece of junk, and then he just starts slapping her.
He just throws her back on the trash. Like, get out of here.
Don't scare me like that.
Talking to her?
Yeah, why are you like, oh, robots are stupid, I'm gonna talk to this robot who's unconscious.
Yeah.
Although I've never owned an Android, because I'm more of an iPhone person, I've seen quite a few around me. The newest models look like the real McCoy, at least from a distance. That's pretty advanced tech. Scary advanced. To prevent confusion, Androids are imprinted with serial codes. Yeah, you can see the code right there. See? Like, yeah. Each model has its own unique number. I spot the Android's code near its belly. I blow off the dust to get a better look. I just want blowing dust off of you. It reads, P-I... penis?
Oh my gosh.
Penis 1. Number 1 penis. With a design that I've never seen
First
before.
penis in the world.
Wow, I thought I had the first penis.
Oh my god.
Maybe it's a prototype. It looks brand new.
That's why he's so jealous. So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ah, they have, their penises are before me.
Yeah.
If so, then what's it doing here? A failed experiment? It's caked with dust from head to toe. All in all, it's a pretty sad sight. It also hasn't moved a single inch. Looks like it's out cold. Hey, wake up.
He just wakes up.
Curiosity gets the better of me. I decide to test it out. Voice recognition is a standard feature for all Androids nowadays. Let's see if it responds to my voice. Nope.
You didn't say anything.
Hey! Say something! Still nothing. Come on, they're gonna cut you open at this rate. He just starts beating her up. I deliver a light kick to the robot's leg. See if she has a switch or something. Whoa.
Nintendo Switch.
Yeah, see if she's, oh god!
Oh,
The sound
Jesus.
effect! I do not like that.
Do they slowly open up, or?
Upon contact, it starts to show a sign of life. Its arms spasm as the thing chortles out beeping sounds. Boop boop! Still pretty rigid. The scene looks like it was plucked straight out of an old sci-fi film. Looks like it's running on reserves. Power. I guess it's still got a bit of juice left. Blame it on the juice. Yeah, yeah, yee. Wah. Those jittery movements are making me feel a bit nervous. The light in its eyes have yet to return. I don't like these sound effects. I begin to spot a pattern in its actions. It looks as if it's greeting me with a wave, trying desperately to keep my attention. Hey, is this voice acted? I glance around. I hear a screeching sound nearby, the sound of metal being crushed. It's probably those little robots doing their jobs. I can tell that they're close. They'll probably reach this place in less than 10 minutes. And shred this android into a million pieces. Its existence will soon come to an end. I kind of feel sorry for this thing. What changed? Literally nothing changed. Just seconds ago you were like, ah, die, robot. Yeah. What changed? Dude, I didn't know she could open her eyes. That changes everything.
Looks like Owie.
Yeah. I began to sympathize with the robot. Why, though? Like, why the sudden 180? Because I realized just how much trouble it was in. Despite being dusty, it's still in pretty good shape. With some polish, it looked pretty decent. Even in its current condition, the thing would still be in service. If so, why was it chucked? What happened to its product launch? Looking at it like that, it'd be a waste. All of that hard work down the drain. Maybe with a bit of tinkering, I might be able to get it up and running again. Part of me was starting to pity the robot.
Did you just say that?
Yeah, but the other part was calling me an idiot. I don't need an android in the first place. Plus, I don't like them. Can this dude make up his mind? I like robots, but I hate them. to use one around the house. It's unthinkable. And my father will be none too happy about it. I prefer classical music over rock. Classic literature over Pulp Fiction.
Why is every, like, main character the stupidest thing ever?
And finally, books over phones. Let's face it, I have no use for an Android.
This is so annoying.
Oh my god, yeah, he's saying the same thing over and over.
It's like, yeah, we know.
This is going on way too long. Just
Yeah, just take her. We know
Yeah.
what's gonna happen.
yeah,
Imagine there's
eventually.
an option, just like not take her.
Yeah. This robot will be scrapped. He said this already. With the old parts recycled.
Yeah.
With the whole cycle starting anew.
Okay.
Oh my god, just... Ew! 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 Alert! That's scary! Intruder detected. I've been spotted by that guard robot. The most troublesome one. If I don't make a run for it, I'm... fricked. Leaving it would be the smart thing to do. I gotta go. See ya. Wait, is he actually leaving her?
Just laugh.
And then roll credits.
Oh my god. We just left.
Yeah. We gotta go back to our house with our yellow cherries.
Wait, what are those?
So yellow cherries.
Mangoes? Or is that cherry?
They look like yellow cherries. I don't know what they're supposed to be. I have no idea. I thought they were lemons at first, but they look like they're in the shape of cherries. Maybe they're grapes? I have no idea what these are supposed to be.
Wait.
This guy has bad taste in curtains.
I think those are...
They look like yellow cherries.
Cherry.
There's gotta be something wrong with me. Wait, what? Why is she
Oh,
here?
I guess we ended up taking her.
Oh, yeah. Okay, I was about to make a joke, though. Before she covered up the laptop behind him, I was gonna be like, what if he's like the guy from... the guy from, what's it called?
Swiped?
No, not Swiped. The, thing that Curtis Connor made a video about, the, not Twisted Perry, but it was made by the same guy.
Was it a recent video, or...?
Kind of an older one. It was, what was the name? It was the guy really hated laptops.
Oh!
Yeah, that movie.
Yeah, and he, like...
Yeah, he, like, kept throwing laptops and stuff.
Yeah, what was that movie?
I don't remember the name of it, but the guy really hated laptops. I was thinking, like, wouldn't it be so funny if this main character was like that? Like, he is like, wait, there's a laptop here! Phone bad, but good!
Yeah.
But smart's never been my strong suit. Now I'm lugging this thing home. And I'm already starting to regret it.
You are home already.
Yeah. Back in my room, I try to scrub some of the filth off its chassis?
What is that?
What are chassis? I'm looking it up.
Okay. I guess, like, it's metal or something.
The base frame of a motor vehicle or other wheeled conveyance. What? The load-bearing framework of an artificial object which structurally supports the object in its construction and function. What? Okay, so I guess he... Okay. Just her body, but in a fancier way.
I think they should have made her look more like a robot.
I guess...
Eyes, but who knows?
Well, I guess the, like, way that we can tell who's a robot is by the thing on their ears.
Oh.
Okay. I do the best I can with a rag soaked in water. Not too shabby, if I do say so myself. That'll have to do for now. Guess it makes sense the thing be waterproof, so no harm done. Now for the next issue. How do I interact with this thing? Hey, you! Its arms begin to flail. Respond! Sigh. If you don't want to be thrown away again, just show me something. Anything besides flailing your arms? I take it that's a no. Should have left you in the junkyard. This guy can't make up his mind.
So mean.
This is somewhat aggravating. Like talking to a brick wall.
You literally just said like 2 things.
This is why I hate machines.
He's just mad because he can't figure
They're
out
stupid.
He can't figure out how to use them.
Yeah. Like a boomer. He's a boomer. This guy's an old man.
I bet he's like 1,000 years old.
Yeah. And this hunk of junk seems a few transistors short of a motherboard. I'm starting to get a little ticked off.
Why would he know those like words?
Yeah, he's like, I don't know anything about robots.
Yeah. He's like, memory.
Transistors. I think it's awesome that we've got 3 viewers right now. I think that's really cool. Hope you guys are enjoying me criticize this main character. Why do I even bother? Don't do something you might regret. This old saying has never been wrong. Okay, deep breath. Oh, I'm yawning. Let's consider all possibilities. Maybe it's on reserve power. A recharge might do the trick. I grab a power cord and... Wait a minute. Hey, where am I supposed to plug this in? Uh-oh. You gotta get zappy with her. If there's anything that we've learned from you and me and her, it's that you gotta get zappy.
Yeah.
I've never used an android before, so obviously I wouldn't know. Maybe your nose? What the heck?
Did you say no?
Maybe it's just my imagination, but I don't think it likes that prospect. Yeah, she shook. Perhaps it's trying to tell me that I'm wrong. I imagine the android with an electric cord up its nose. It'd be quite a sight.
What?
Oh, try plugging it in, don't try plugging it in?
I guess try.
Well, I don't think that we should, because she was, like,
in the
shaking and
nose?
stuff, like, no, yeah, I don't think we should put it in her nose.
Oh, I thought it meant like...
In general?
Yeah.
Nah, I bet if we try plugging it in, then he'll try putting it in her nose.
Okay.
Or maybe worse areas.
Jesus.
So no, I'm not gonna do that.
Okay.
Then how should I power this thing? Examine the robot carefully. Maybe I've missed something. Huh? It's starting to jerk its body from side to side. It's dancing. It seems like it wants to turn around. Did you not look on her back? Because that's the first place I would have looked to see if there was like a switch or something.
Yeah.
Something on your back?
Your boob.
Taking the hint, I check the back of its head. Oh, of the back of the head? Let's see. What have we here? There's a small compartment at the base of its neck. I remove its protective lid. These look like input ports. Bingo. Let's give it a go. Looping the power cable around, I plug it in.
How do we have a big charger for this if we don't have an Android?
Maybe the charger is... Oh, up to this day, I have 2 favorite androids from science fiction in general. Oh, it is voice acted. Chunkum. Wait, is this a Korean game? Because I honestly thought this was a Japanese game. Is this Korean? I'm curious. What are your favorite androids, Jonathan? Finally, we've got liftoff.
Application 구동.
Application 구동.
실패.
Shirate. This definitely sounds like Korean. Initiating application startup. Attempt failed.
So it's just dead.
Huh?
전력 부족. 시스템 프로텍션 기동 중. 어플리케이션 구동 불가.
Data from Star Trek and Cosmos from Xenosaga. Faye, don't you really like Data?
Yeah, I think he's my favorite. I don't really watch the...
Yeah, my dad loves Star Trek. We don't watch it as much, but Data is probably Faye's favorite character. He's cool. Okay, insufficient power supply, system protection activated, application startup process has failed, entering power saving mode.
경고.
Warning. No ownership records have been found.
되지 않습니다. 5초 후
Initiating
소지
setup
등록이
in.
들어갑니다. 5,
5, 4,
3,
3,
2,
2,
1.
1. What the heck is going on?
성문 확인.
Confirming voice recording.
지금 뭐 하자는
What the heck is going on? Save
성문
complete.
기록 완료.
What is happening? What? Hold on a second. I frantically latch onto the robot.
지문 확인.
Scanning fingerprints.
맥박 정상.
Pulse normal.
지온 정상.
Temperature normal.
지문 등록 완료.
Save complete. Say what now? I let go of the robot immediately.
시각 정보.
Retina scan in process.
시각 정보
Confirming.
확인. 이미지
Save
등록
complete.
완료.
It's on a roll. And I don't think it's about to stop anytime soon.
이름을 발음해 주세요.
Registering client ID.
소유주의 이름은
Please state your name.
무엇입니까?
Oh, can we type in our own name?
Oh.
What is happening?
이름을 확인합니다.
Verifying your name.
소유주의
Is
이름은
what is happening your correct name?
뭐, 야, 고, 대체 다 맞습니다.
What do you think?
이름 등록
Name verification
실패.
failed.
반복합니다.
Re-registering client ID.
이름을 발음해 주세요. 소유주의
Please state your name.
이름은 무엇입니까? 이름 등록
Name verifications failed.
스테이터스
Verification on hold.
등록
Just say your name.
완료.
Save complete.
이상으로
Registration
소유주
complete.
등록을 마칩니다.
So he doesn't have a name.
Yeah, I guess so. Abruptly, silence. It felt as if a tornado had just ripped through the scene. I gripped my head in frustration. I really shouldn't have brought this thing home after all. It's asking for my name and stuff. This is already the third time regretting it today. Why do I keep punishing myself? The robot's facing me. Its eyes still have that vacant look. Like having a porcelain doll on the shelf. At least the creep factor has gone down a notch since it moved. I decide to throw a few questions at it. Hey, I'm gonna ask you something, so listen up and try to answer. You can do that, right? Wah. Its head tilts slightly to the side. I'll take that as a yes. Better than I expected, given our track record. Moving on. Talk to the android. Talk to myself! Well, obviously we're gonna talk to the android, right?
Yeah, I guess so.
Talk to myself.
I like the noise it makes whenever you choose something.
So, what exactly are you?
말의 의미를
Error. Does
판단할
not
수
compute.
없습니다.
You don't have a name?
모델명
Model name, Lucy
루시
Valentine.
발렌타인
PIM 001. Cat Valentine.
PIM001
Okay. And what's the PIM stand for?
Precision
Precision Instrument for
Multipurposing.
Multipurposing. PIM 001.
PIM001 루시는
Lucy is a
기존의
futuristic
특화
first-class
타입에서
model designed to be
언제
versatile
어느
in any
상황에서도
scenario.
소유주에 도움이 될 수 있도록 수백
Pretty
가지의
vague.
다양한 경우를 상정해 구현된 다목적
I wish
안드로이드입니다.
this could be like if like we're gonna find out that it's like a weapon or something that's too dangerous.
Oh, something like that probably.
여러 신기술들이
Lucy is
집약되어
equipped with all the
있습니다.
latest features. That's a mouthful. Versatile. Latest features. I wasn't expecting those words from a piece of junk that could only move its arms up and down a moment ago. In short, your name is Lucy Valentine. There's only one other robot I know of with the name Valentine, and that's Detective Valentine from Fallout 4. The android named Lucy is waiting for my next words. Let's try taking a closer look. What? Oh, I can click on her. That's what it wants me to do.
Oh.
Okay, cool.
That's interesting.
It looks as good as new after the wiping I gave it.
It's like when you're clicking on it.
Yeah. It possesses an alluring visage and a slender figure. Regardless of gender, I have to admit that it truly is a beautiful design. I spot something on its left ear. A receiver? The robot looks like a teenage girl. Guess that's what they were aiming for. I can tell that a lot of effort had been put into creating this android. And even I can tell it's a premium model. It'd be a waste to throw it away. I take a closer look at the android's eyes.
What if you're the durable baby?
Okay, they're blue and strikingly realistic. As expected from technology, one whole generation ahead of LED lights. Those eyes do look quite real. Suddenly, those peepers shift over to me. Naturally, I meet their gaze.
안구 형태의 고성능 카메라가
The ocular
두 개 부착되어
compartment
있습니다.
contains 2 high-performance cameras,
인간과 동일한 감각으로
allowing object
사물을
detection similar to
감지하는 것이
human eyes.
가능합니다.
Is that so? I take it back. Creepy factor is still there. I decide not to look at them again. They make me feel uncomfortable. I take a gander at the robot's moist, glossy lips. Moist, glossy lips. Kiss you, kiss you, kiss you. Hard to believe those belong to the same robo-clunky voice. Let's see if we can change that. What's the deal with your voice?
현재
Unable
음성
to
관련
utilize
모드를
vocal units.
사용하지 못하고 있습니다. 루시 발렌타인은
Lucy Valentine comes
기본적으로
with 10 unique
10가지의
presets by
개성
default,
넘치는
each with a
음성
different voice and a
프리셋을
distinct
지원하고 있습니다.
personality. Using the pre-installed equalizers, Lucy is able to project all kinds of
셀 수
various
없을
sounds with
만큼
ease.
다양한 음성을 파생시키는 것이 가능합니다.
So I've got 10 choices? No reply. Why can't you use them right now?
대부분의 기능은 정상 모드 및 프로텍션이 해제된 상태에서만
Most features can only be activated during normal operation. But what's normal operation? How do we normally operate you?
절전 모드에서는 동생의
During
5%
power saving
미만에
mode, Lucy is
해당하는
only able to utilize 5% of the
활용하지
total
못합니다.
features. Oh, okay, she's on power saving mode. And the solution is?
최소 20% 이상의
Lucy
동력을
requires more than 20%
남아있어야
of remaining
정상
battery
모드로
life for
이행이
normal
가능합니다.
operation. Okay. How long does it take for a full recharge?
제로를 기준으로
From 0%,
수면 모드 시에
approximately
총
8 hours in
8시간,
power saving mode and 16
통상
hours
모드
normally.
시에 총 16시간이 소모됩니다.
I hope the electricity bill doesn't go through the roof. Can't believe I'm acting like a skinflint in front of a robot. That's just silly. Forget about power saving mode. What's system protection mode?
대부분의
During
기능에
system
제한이
protection
걸려
mode,
있습니다.
virtually none of the included features are usable.
통상적인
It
활동을
is essential to
위해서는
disable system protection
프로텍션
mode to allow
해제가
for normal
필수
operation.
불가결합니다.
And how do we get to that?
알 수 없습니다.
Unknown. Come again?
알 수 없습니다.
Unknown.
어떠한
The
필요성에
system
의해
protection mode only
정상
activates under
기능이
certain
걸려있다고 판단됩니다.
circumstances.
푸는 것은
Further
바람직하지
action is not
않습니다.
recommended. Listen, you talking toaster. Why is he suddenly so mean? I think Lucy is cute for an android. Yeah, she's a very cute android. Listen, you talking toaster. He switches between being like normal to being unnecessarily rude. I'm this close to throwing you out. Well, I'll have to take it to a repair shop first thing tomorrow. When does that place open again? I decided to take a look at the robot's ears.
It's kind of weird that he knows about like the repair shops and more about like technology.
Yeah.
I hate that.
Yeah. Maybe he's just a tsundere. Maybe he actually loves androids, but he refuses to admit it.
음성 인식 기능을 통해 상대방의 음폭,
Through voice recognition technology, Lucy is able to analyze the volume and tone of speech to process one's
대략적으로 알아내는
emotions.
것이 가능합니다.
I haven't asked you anything yet. I take a look at the body itself. The shirt's that midriff fashion. It's quite exposed overall. For a male clientele, the chest area seems a little... Not that I care or anything. Can you move properly now?
모션을 구현하는
Full locomotion is
대부분의
imparted.
모든
Certain body
제대로
components are
기능하지
malfunctioning.
않고 있습니다.
Which ones are you talking about?
델토이드 안테리어,
Deltoid anterior, deltoid middle, deltoid posterior, pectoralis major clavicular, pectoralis major lateral, biceps medial, biceps lateral, that's pretty much every body part.
biceps lateral, biceps.
Okay, that's enough. What planet did this thing come from? From now on, try to keep things simple. Can you walk?
불가능합니다.
Negative. Keeps getting better. Fixing it is the only option, it seems. Ooh, 4 viewers! Epic! Thank you all for coming. I think I'm starting to get the picture now. Let's do a little recap. First, this android's name is Lucy Valentine. Second, it's supposedly a top-of-the-line model. Third, as of now, it's no longer better than a talking tin can. And there you have it. No choice, guess I'll take it in for repairs. I'm not exactly rolling in greenbacks. But if worse comes to worse, Maybe I can still pawn it for a little bit of change. It's not like I'll feel guilty about it or anything. No, who will actually fix you? Heard of this antique shop that's close to my school, and they do robot repairs on the side. Looks like they're my best bet. I'll pay them a visit tomorrow. But at what time? I guess morning's the best option. I'll leave the robot with them and pick it up on my way home from school. That's it for now. Try to save up some energy for tomorrow.
5초 후
Entering sleep
수면
mode
모드로
in
전환합니다. 5,
5,
4,
4,
3,
3, 2, 1. That's me going to sleep. That was pretty fast shutdown. I groan as I reach out to catch its falling body. I carefully place it against the wall and straighten out its clothes. Woo! What a day. I'm totally drained. I hope tomorrow will be more peaceful.
What do you even do?
Absolutely nothing. He just took in this android and complained about it. 3 laws of robotics. We have to read this again. A robot may not injure a human being or through an action allow a human being to come to harm. A robot must obey the orders given to it by the one possessing control on or authority except where such orders would conflict with the first law. A robot must protect its own existence as long as such protection does not conflict with the first or second law. It's May 3rd. Doctor!
What does that mean?
Doctor!
It's scary.
I've endured this far with just one goal in mind. There hasn't been a single day where I could rest. It's become natural to go to bed at the crack of dawn. I don't recall the last time I've been home. Oh, wait, so is this in a different person's point of view now? That's what I'm assuming. Yes, so we're in the doctor's point of view now? Thinking back, it's been quite a long while. 15 years. 15 years have passed since I've started this project. I first heard those rules from the first RoboCop movie. I feel old now. Yeah. Yeah, because those are actual, like, things. Like, that's not made up for this game. That's in other stuff, too. So. But the end is near. 15 years of hard work and determination. After all this time, the fruits of my labor may finally be realized. How long have I yearned for this day? I'd almost given up on you many times, but I have persevered and finally succeeded. Me when I got Megastar on Feel Special Extreme. I barely managed to hold back the tears. I remind myself that it's still too early to celebrate. I must restrain my exuberance. I'm teetering on the brink of complete exhaustion. I've been pushed physically and mentally to my limit. From Isaac Asimov, if I'm not mistaken. You're probably not mistaken. I've become a shell of my former self. The last 15 years have taken a huge toll on me. I cannot wait any longer. That is why. That is why. Please, please open your eyes. Lucy Valentine.
What is happening?
Lucy Valentine.
Wait, so who's the
So I guess that was the person who... Oh my god, we have to read it again? Why do we have to read it again? No, I'm not reading this. Go away.
It's been like 3 times in like 40 minutes.
Yeah, I don't know why we have to read it. Tap. I shut off the alarm by reflex. I groggily get up to check the time.
What's that?
The clock reads 6:30 a.m. School starts at 8 sharp. How old is this guy? It takes 30 minutes to get there.
I don't know, because I'm not so
Yeah, so I have about 1 extra hour. There's plenty of time left, and I'm still feeling tired. Closing my eyes, I lie back down. I decide to catch some more Z's.
That'll get your alarm clock set again.
After a brief moment, I get back up. I realize that I'd been forgetting something. Come to think of it, wasn't there a... I look around for the android. She's gone? Oh, she's there. And there it was.
Like, forgot about her. Like,
Dressed in provocative clothing.
what
It's the same clothing you found her in. Why are you suddenly saying that?
you know,
with a tall nose, luscious lips,
Gosh.
and hair glinting in silver. The android named Lucy came into my view. Lucy. Brr. As I call out to her, I'm greeted by an immediate reaction. It seems to be rubbing itself up. It mutters something and starts to rise off the floor. Oh, she can stand there?
She rises.
Mm-hmm. A robot with looks no different to those of a real person. Also with a pretty face to boot. Don't get the wrong idea. Just because it's attractive doesn't mean I'm interested. Since it's a robot. In other words, it's like checking out a girl from a magazine. Except that feeling is amplified tenfold in this case. I have no idea what he's saying.
What the heck? I hate this guy.
Although technology is improving, a huge gap remains between humans and robots. You can't approach a person like you would with a robot. No matter how close a robot could simulate a human being. Machine and man will always be different. As I continue staring at the android, I think to myself, what kind of greeting should I be using here? Good morning? Did you sleep well? They all feel out of place. I decide to ask about her condition instead. How are your battery levels?
100%
100% fully charged.
문제는 발견되지
No issues have been
않습니다.
recorded. Good to know. I let out a yawn as I make my way over to the bathroom.
Why do we need to see this?
Yeah, why do we have to see the toilet? Finishing up my morning ablutions?
She's in a morning ablution.
Oh, my morning ablutions. I'm looking up ablutions. What the heck is ablutions? The act of washing oneself. Often used for humorously formal effect. Bless you. Okay, my ablutions. I dry myself with a towel as I head downstairs. Yeah, we didn't need to see the toilet.
Yeah.
Entering the living room, I spot a couple of plain sandwiches on the table. Grabbing one, I start munching down. These random sandwiches that you don't know where they came from.
Wait, yeah, they said that. No?
It's always the same sandwich from the convenience store just across the street, where they just appear on your table. While chewing, I glance around the living room. My father has already left for work. He always leaves early and returns late at night. Actually, he typically spends the night at work. That's how it is around here. I head back to my room. The android is waiting for me in the exact same spot. Looks like it hasn't budged an inch. As expected from a robot. Putting that aside, I start to prepare for school. While packing my bag, I start to wonder if the robot has any magical self-regenerating abilities. How do you feel? Now that you're fully charged, are you able to walk? Its head slowly turns to face me.
하체 관절부에
Significant
상당량의
damage in the lower
과부하를 당하지
limbs.
통상적인 임무를
Unable to
수행하기
carry
위해
out normal
무리를
operation.
판단. 이에
Repairs are
걸맞은
required.
적재적소의 수리가
Odd
요구됩니다.
fact, it was the old TV show Leave It to Beaver that pushed for toilets to be shown on screen. Really? That's interesting. Thank you for the fun fact. Toilets weren't allowed to be in, like, shows and stuff until Leave It to Beaver.
Okay.
Keep things simple, remember?
아직 걸을 수 없습니다.
Walking is not feasible in current state. Still? Aren't you a real pain? Anyway, I understand. I'm not even going to make the attempt to fix it myself. I am way out of my depth here. I'll see what happens once I take it to the repair shop. Just about finished packing. One thing left is the android itself. So, how am I going to lug this thing? Place it in my backpack or carry it on my back? She's not small enough to fit in a backpack.
Yeah, how'd you put in a backpack?
I don't see any way to put her in a backpack, so I think we should say carry it on my back. What do you think?
I guess so.
Okay. Guess there's no other choice. I think I'm facing away from the robot. Alright, hop onto my back. It tilts its head to the side, looking confused. After noticing that, I started to get a little irritated. Top of the line? Yeah, right. Just, like, pick her up in your arms.
Yeah.
Am I supposed to explain every little thing? Listen up. Put your arms around my neck and climb onto my back. Can you do that? It follows my instructions to the letter.
확인 요망.
Confirming request. Is this correct?
있습니까?
Ack! Ah! He died. Stop! I surrender! The strangling grip loosens.
She's strangling
I collapsed to my knees in a coughing fit. Think I nearly blacked out there. Are you trying to murder me? There's no need to put that much force into it. Just do it enough not to fall off. Honest to God, I thought I was a goner. That thing's got a steel vice chokehold. This android should look to be a world wrestling champion. Okay, let's try that again.
You're almost dying.
To my knowledge, yes. Okay. Second time's the charm. Rising off the floor, I brace myself for the extra weight. Huh? But lo and behold, it was deceptively light. I think I'm coming around to appreciating this first-class product.
What do we have to try?
At liftoff. Wait, why is he surprised that she's light? Because he carried her here. He should know.
Yeah. How long were you planning on streaming for?
About 3 hours. The weather's not too bad. The brisk autumn breeze is cool against my skin. I gladly inhale the crisp morning air, letting last night's stress melt away. The streets are still quiet, which is good. The less there are to see this, the better. Especially with what I'm lugging on my back. Let's see here. Where's the repair shop? If memory serves, it should be about 15 minutes away, which is a relief, as I'm not really what you'd call a fit guy. I'm not sure I can schlep this thing much longer. And now this robot's fidgeting. Hold on tighter so you don't fall off. It feels like I'm scolding a child. Hey, stop moving around so much. Aww. I could feel the android through my clothes. Its texture feels surprisingly similar to a human's. I noticed it yesterday, yet it manages to surprise me again today. And that's not the only thing. It's warm to the touch. It feels as if I'm carrying an actual person. Probably just its heating system. That would explain it. Wow, feels just like a real person. I muttered to myself absent-mindedly.
냉각기 및
The thermometer is operating as normal.
정상적으로 작동 중입니다.
Say what?
인간의
A thermometer allows Lucy to simulate human
발열
temperatures.
조절을 반복하고 있습니다.
You might like the anime Showbits? 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 Oh, you mate, you got any Showbits?
They're Tolbits.
Oi, mate, don't get your Showbits in a bunch.
You writing down Tolbits?
Yeah, because I want to see what a Showbit is, mate. Don't you want a Showbit? Would you like a Showbit with your tea?
What is that though?
It's a Showbit, in it.
Jesus, I hate that voice so much.
In it.
So
It's a Showbit.
gosh.
Would you like a Showbit?
Yes.
Got me some Showbits. It's about a guy that finds a robot girl. Okay, cool. Yeah, I wrote it down, so I'll show some bits. I like Plastic Memories. Plastic Memories is a really good anime, so if it's like that, then yeah, I'll give it a try.
Border.
Good to know. Motherboards and microprocessors consisting of various computer chips. There must be thousands of those inside a single android. The heat emanating from the machine, it's as warm as human skin. It feels just like us. But it's not a real person, just an elaborate fake. Sometimes I fear what progress in technology would bring to the future. Do you know where we're headed? With a word, the robot shakes its head sideways. We're going to a place that'll get you fixed up. When they begin the repairs, you'll need to be still and quiet, so they won't be distracted. Do you understand? Hey, I'm asking if you understood. Say something. Maybe you took my command literally. I just hope I got my message. Letting out a frustrated sigh, I resumed walking. If you're into sad animes and games, look up Clanad and Clanad After Story. Yes! Yep, I've heard that's sad. I'm not sure, like, whether I should play the game first or watch the anime first, though, or if it doesn't matter. But I have heard of that. I've heard that's good. Okay, it'll be about time for my classmates to head in. And, like, yeah, I don't know what order I should watch/play that. Should I do Clanad before Clanad After Story? Because I've heard that Clanad After Story works as a standalone game, or show, or whatever, how it works. I really don't know. Don't think it matters what you do first. Okay, cool. Yeah, I should give that a try, because I've heard it's good. I begin to hurry so as to avoid running into anyone that might recognize me. I arrive at the place in an aching and huffing mess. Sure has the look of a small antique shop. Clanad came first. Yeah, because it's Clanad and then Clanad After Story, but does it... Like, do you have to know, like, what happens in Clanad to enjoy Clanad After Story? Because I've heard that you don't? Yeah, I don't know. Though mostly dealing in secondhand goods, they do dabble in robot repairs. Word is there's even a fixer who likes robotics, and that he's half decent.
Is that the doctor?
Maybe? Normally I wouldn't be caught in a place like this, but these are unusual circumstances. The doctor is the one who made Lucy.
Yeah.
What happened to her? Because he was, like, really proud of her, but then she was just abandoned. After Story is the sequel. Yeah. So you have to watch Clanad before you can watch Clanad After Story? I would assume so.
I bet it is what I said, like a weapon or something.
Yeah, because they do make a point about her being very strong.
Yeah.
So it's probably something like that. What? A customer already? Hold on a second. Talk about a grumpy demeanor. After a while, a man emerges from the back, scratching his head. Ew, look at that ugly anime boy.
So gross. I ain't never seen one pretty anime boy.
Yeah. Hi, Raymond! Good to see you, Raymond. Wow, we've got Raymond and Jonathan, and...
Honestly, all the anime boys are so ugly.
Yeah. Why can't boys be as pretty as girls?
Yeah.
I just want a pretty anime boy. This is why I play Mystic Messenger. Why can't all anime boys be Mystic Messenger boys?
Are they considered anime boys?
Yeah, I mean, technically not anime boys, visual novel boys.
Yes, all the visual novel guys are
Yeah.
boys.
And judging from that none too pleasant expression, I'm pretty sure the guy's not an early riser. Stifling a yawn, he asks, "So what can I do for you so early in the morning?" He's not voice acted.
Yeah.
Unable to move my arms, I gesture at the android draped over my back with my chin. "Can you fix this?" "Is that an android?" "No."
No,
Not everyone can be pretty as Cloud from FF7.
No, it's just my girlfriend.
Wait, who is Cloud from FF7? I want to see how pretty this boy is. Gotta see if you got good taste in pretty boys. Oh, yep, you're right. That's a pretty boy. Yeah, Final Fantasy VII.
Maybe
That is
because
a
I'm
pretty
gay,
boy.
but he's kind of gross.
No, he's a pretty boy.
I don't really like him.
He's a pretty boy. This boy looks like an ugly version of him. Okay. Wiping his tired eyes, he gazes intently at the robot. Let me see here. I don't think I've ever seen this model before. Looks like a robot, though.
It's like until you give me $500.
I spot a glint of curiosity in those sleepy, half-closed eyes of his. He walks over to take a closer look.
Ew.
Oh my god, don't get close to me, my guy.
Yeah, it's supposed to us, not her. Whatever.
Well, I'm stumped. Can't make it out the model. It's probably some obscure model from an unknown company where it's never actually been released to the public. It's Lucy Valentine. Where'd you get this, kid? From your mom. Oh. Well. How should I play this? I found it in the trash. You might call the cops on me. What, for finding a robot in the trash? Is that illegal?
I guess.
Oh, actually, no, it is illegal because he wasn't supposed to be there. Yeah, I forgot. He actually can't tell him that. That's not legal.
Before.
Yeah.
He's just like, oh, what do I tell them?
I mean, you could say that you found it in the trash in a legal area.
That seems so, like, sketchy.
I found it in the trash, but not in that illegal junkyard. It was in a very legal junkyard that I was allowed to be in. So yes, I found this robot in a place that I was legally allowed to be in. Do not call the cops. And what I did was clearly illegal. No, it wasn't. Don't know what you're talking about. So, what should I say? Oh, do I get a choice? Nice. Okay. I found it lying somewhere outside. It fell from the sky. Tell him the truth.
I guess the first one.
Definitely the first one, because it fell from the sky is just stupid. And tell him the truth, that's illegal. But I found it lying somewhere outside is basically what I said that we should say. Because it is the truth. This is the truth, but it's just omitting the fact that we did it illegally.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think we should say that. I found it lying somewhere outside. It was the first thing that had come to my mind. What game is that? We are playing Lucy, the Eternity She Wished For. I've never played this before, and, but someone, Athaya said that they think they remember playing this game. But yeah, this is, for the record, I am watching the stream, I'm just not commenting much. Oh, hi Delaney! Love you, Delaney! Wow, so we've got Delaney and Raymond and Jonathan, that's who's here. Thank you guys for watching this, you guys are great. Yeah, so Raymond, we are playing Lucy, the Eternity She Wished For, and we found this robot named Lucy, and we're taking her to get repaired, because she can't walk or anything right now. And it didn't seem too believable. What is he going to say? He found it somewhere? This thing? Hi, Ellen. Yes, someone probably just threw it out. Ha, well, must have been some rich fella. Nice. Robots are typically quite expensive, especially the premium models. Though more common nowadays, it's still a luxury to own one. You don't just throw them away like you would with old toys. It's like saving up to buy a top-of-the-line television. On top of that, if this android really is a high-class model, the repairman views the robot from multiple angles. Now, I don't know where this thing is exactly from, but it's definitely not from the S Company. Mind if I take a closer look? Go right ahead. I set down the robot. The repairman examines it meticulously from head to toe. The android's like a statue. Its eyes staring right at me. Good thing I told it to stay quiet before we got here. Number on its belly here, PIM. Ah, must be from K Robotics. I suddenly grow a bit nervous. This guy is sharper than he looks. Well, no choice but to ride this. I play dumb. K Robotics, you said? That's right, they're close by. And how can you... I recognize the build. This make, K are the only ones that can produce this level of quality. But something's not right. He stares at the android. I've seen my fair share, but this model's a complete unknown. Are you, like, the only child of that company's president or something? No.
What was he asking?
Like, if he's the, company president's child. Oh, sorry if I'm late. No, it's fine, Raymond. You're good. We haven't really done much. It's just we found this android, and that's it. We're finding out what to do next.
The big orange.
He's going on my lap. Then I guess you really did find it somewhere. Consider yourself lucky. Not a single bit of information has been released about this model yet. That's how new it is. Looks like I've hit the jackpot. Sure doesn't feel like it, though. Wait a minute. What's this? A nasty frown forms on his face. Is something wrong? Yeah, you could say that. Suddenly, he starts fussing like a little kid. What kind of sicko would do this? Just look at it. The whole frame's ruined. It won't even be able to move around properly on its own. What happened to her that, like, she was created by this doctor who was, like, so proud of her, but then, like, now her frame is all ruined and, like, apparently, like, beat up and stuff, and she was put in a junkyard. So what happened?
I'm still thinking of my weapon for her. I think that's what's going on.
Yeah, it's a possibility. It won't even be able to move around properly on its own. Because that would definitely explain why she's so strong. He was right. I'm pretty savvy of him to point that out. I guess he is the real deal, after all. So you think you could fix it? That's not the main issue here. There's something more important. And what's that? Do you have the resolve to take proper care of an android? Resolve? Where'd this come from? Listen. Androids break easily. They're fragile. They're sensitive. They're delicate. Do you get what I'm saying here? He emphasizes his point 3 times. That's how passionate he was about it. I can see that he really loves his robots. But at the same time, he's starting to freak me out. He continues to rant. To a lot of people, androids are nothing but fancy toys nowadays. I mean, those kinds of folks pay for my food and my bills, but whenever I hear about how they've been mistreating their androids, I tend to lose my temper. They don't understand how important these creatures really are to us. I unwittingly take a small step back. Creatures. This man just referred to androids as creatures. He's not right in the head. This main character is too dramatic.
Yeah.
From time to time, there have been people who fall in love with androids. Not just carnal desire, I'm talking about people who are willing to spend the rest of their lives with androids, treating them as equals. It's a controversial topic that's getting more discussion. It's an abnormality spawning from an advancing civilization with constant innovation and technology. As someone who's never seen it happen firsthand, I've always refused to believe it. I can't believe such people actually exist. An android simply lacks the intellect to be paired up with a human being. It's nothing but a glorified hunk of metal that can make our lives a bit easier. I'd rather spend my entire life with a monkey. At least he's passionate about his job. Yeah, like, why is this guy so upset? Like, you would think that, like, it would be a good thing for your robot repairman to care about robots.
Yeah.
Like, if he cares about androids, that is probably a good sign.
Yeah. Also, I'm looking for free. Can I get something?
Yeah, I guess so, if you don't mind me reading this and stuff. At least, monkeys are actual living creatures, and they share many of similarities with humans. This is my first-hand experience with such a case, and I feel more disappointed than shocked. He seemed perfectly normal. Guess you can't judge a book by its cover. Dude, this is like if you went to the vet and you were like, hey, can you take care of my dog? And the vet was like, I love dogs, you should take good care of your dog. And like, you were like, oh, what a weirdo. Like, oh. I'll get it fixed, but you better treat it right. Got it? Really? I'm not the one who banged it up in the first place. Yeah, but you were planning on leaving her there to die, you know? Even so, I don't feel like it's worth starting an argument over. Let's just get this over with. Crystal. Yeah! What a great kid. At least you listen when someone tells you something. Since we're all chummy now, how's about lowering your price? Ha! Don't push your luck, kid. Don't push your luck! That was from K-On! I want to watch K-On. That was a full 180. So much for our budding friendship. You know what? Fine. Half price, since you're my first customer of the day. Seriously? Wow, that's cool. I'm relieved to hear that. Any discounts are most certainly welcome. Great, can you have it ready by the end of school? It's a pretty light day, so yeah, it's doable. He punches some numbers into his calculator. Then he shows me the results. I was planning on charging you only about this much. What do you think? I blink out for a bit. There are a lot of video games that I've always wanted to buy. I also need to save up for new textbooks that I'll be using next year. This robot had better pay for itself. Fine, I'll pay you when I come back. Holding out my treasured pocket watch, I glanced at the time. I've wasted way too much time here. An outdated gear clocker in this day and age? I like it. has a nostalgic charm. I'm well aware that these types of watches are hard to find, but more importantly, this is my personal way of rebelling against this continuously developing society. This guy's just so dramatic. He's like, I'm a rebel, I hate technology. Hey, you piece of junk! Oh my god, why is he so mean? Can't you hear me? No response. I finally decide to address it by name. Lucy. The robot immediately reacts. What's with this thing? Responding to her name?
This is from like a year ago. You think it's still good?
I mean, probably.
Okay. Do you want someone?
Sure.
Alright.
Yo, can you get me a Mountain Dew? Thank you. I'll be back after school. Behave yourself, alright? The android wobbles its head back and forth. I'm hoping it understood me. And with that, I leave the shop. What thing? The pot?
Yeah.
Ew, that's disgusting. Faye was gonna make cheesy boys. She's gonna make mac and cheese, but my cat's here listening to the stream while belly up. Aww! I love your cat. Speaking of which, Delaney, I miss Chubbs. But Faye was gonna make mac and cheese, but our stupid, ugly, dumb cat, Tigger, peed in the pot. She's so gross. She pees everywhere. She's disgusting. I hightailed it towards my senior year. It's towards my high school. I'm in second year. While running, a movie I saw recently springs to mind. An old sci-fi flick set in the year 2050. All these oldies seem to be lacking in one thing: creativity. A few showcased large-scale space battles. Others would have flying vehicles through the sky. Well, guess what? It's 2050, and we don't have moon-sized starships. Oh, that's what year this takes place in, 2050? Has to be a way to train the cat not to do that. I wish there was, but there is not. They're just...
She's so evil.
Yeah.
She just like pees everywhere. We give her puppy pads, but she doesn't pee on those sometimes.
Yeah. I glanced away from the screen to grab something, so for a second I thought you get... What? I glanced away from the screen to grab something, so for a sec I thought, yo, can you get me a more and wait one sec. Delaney, are you okay? I'm struggling. I'm typing one-handed. Okay, take your time. But Jonathan, I have no idea how to get Tigger to stop peeing everywhere. We don't have any ideas. She's been doing it forever, and we have no way of stopping her. Anyway, I thought, yo, can we give you a Mountain Dew was actually dialogue? Oh, that would be so funny if it was. Oh, that'd be hilarious. Okay, so anyway, this takes place in 2050. I was thinking that it was just going to be one of those things where, like, it would just be like, it takes place in the future, but we're not going to see what year it is. Thank you, Faye! My cat taught me to type left-handed. Oh. See, cats are awesome. They can teach you how to type left-handed.
Mac and cheese cooker.
Oh, heck yeah. Nice and hydrated. Yeah, sometimes, like, whenever the cats, like, lay on my hand or, like, on my, like, chest or whatever, it's, like, I'm trying to type or do something, it's really difficult, so.
Do you think we can go to like 2 hours? Because I can't remember the call Kennedy for today.
Yeah, I want to do 3 hours.
I want to call my friends.
I want to do 3 hours.
I want to call my friends.
I want to do 3 hours. 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 How he did that is he often sat on my right hand, forcing me to type to friends with my left. Yeah, yeah, stuff like that happens to me sometimes too, so I get that. But Faye, I want to do 3 hour streams. I like doing 3 hour streams.
I want to call my friends.
But I wanna do 3
I'm gonna
hours.
call my friends.
I wanna do 3
I'm
hours.
gonna call my friends.
Oh no.
You.
Okay, so this takes place in the year 2050. And what's funny is that he's like, the sci-fi stuff thought we would have spaceships and stuff. Well, we don't have any of that. We just have androids. Or flying cars zipping around. People still walk to school. People still drive normal vehicles. People still ride bicycles and skateboards. Some people still use old fountain pens or pocket watches like me. But there exists a single piece of technology that's become more prominent in our lives. Androids. They're being used everywhere around the world. That's one thing these aged films got right. The morning bell snaps me from my reverie, and I dash straight to my classroom. Please refrain from running in the hallways. Androids work at the school? It's amazing what pets can teach you despite not having opposable thumbs. Yeah, exactly. A janitor android scolds me as I rush past it. The janitor is an android? This type has facial recognition software to report any transgressor, like me. Except I simply cover my face, and there's no record. You gotta know how to exploit the system. Safe. Bolstered by my recent victory, I strut towards my desk with a confident swagger. I'm pretty swag. I notice that the teacher's not in yet. I plunk down in my seat while still huffing. That was pretty close. Did you sleep in again? That concern-filled voice is coming from the guy sitting next to me. Ooh, do I have a friend in this game? Ew, my friend is ugly. I have an ugly friend. A clever-looking fellow. No, he's a different brand of ugly. Yeah, I mean, definitely not as bad as you, bro. But a clever-looking fellow with a few chobbits. Oh, he's a clever-looking chobbit. Well, yeah, whenever I voice this guy, I'm gonna have him talk like that and say chobbit. People usually refer to him by his nickname, which is Chobbit. Chobbit. That's because he's a real geek with a burning passion for robots. I, on the other hand, despise robots. And while I label myself an introvert, he's very approachable and outgoing. He's an okay-looking ugly. Yeah, he's ugly, but not that ugly, you know? I will eat now. Okay, Raymond, bye-bye. Moreover, our tastes and hobbies differ quite a lot. You'd think we'd have nothing to do with each other. But as they say, opposites attract, so now we're dating. Bye, Samantha and guys. Bye, Raymond. Thank you for coming. I know. Weird, right? No, I just had some business to take care of. Really? Oh, this early in the morning? It's a long story. I'm cut short by a middle-aged man making his entry. Our teacher. A female assistant android trails behind. Let's talk about this later. I send him a signal. He returns a thumbs up. Lunchtime rolls by. I take out my freshly brought pieces of bread. I'm gonna call him Chobbit. I'm literally gonna call him Chobbit. Chobbit does likewise with a very appealing lunchbox. Two desks have been joined together. On mine, there are a couple of pieces of fried croquettes with a carton of chocolate milk. My friend, on the other hand, has quite a tasty spread on his, which he seems to be enjoying immensely. I've heard that his maid android makes it for him every morning. Dude, a maid android anime girl? A maid anime girl android? A cat girl maid anime girl android. That'd be epic. And the food doesn't look half bad. Then again, anything looks better to a poor schmuck like me who eats bread every day. Problem with your food, Never mind. Problem indeed. I bite down on the croquette. What just happened? And all the colors and stuff changed? What is going on? Delicately piercing its golden, crisply warm surface, a savory scent wafts forth. The sweet flavor of the dough mingles with the tantalizing aroma, creating a heavenly mixture. But that's not all. The cream inside unleashes its softness as it slowly melts upon my tongue. For the vegetables in the mixture provide a strong, rich flavor. The eggs and mashed potatoes join the fray by pleasantly blending in with the other ingredients. This refined taste, it must be. Had you going there, didn't I? Setting aside the sad excuse for a rubber substitute, I pose a question to Chobit. By the way, didn't you once tell me you have a lot of androids at home? Huh? Yeah, around 6, I think. Oh my god. Chobit has 6 androids, just like how Cashew had 6 cat girls. That's a high number. I can't even count that high. A typical household can't afford that many. Rumors that Chobit is from a well-to-do family. What's an interest? It's nothing. Oh, wait a minute. He starts grinning like an idiot. Hey, your food's falling out of your mouth, you know. You've taken a liking to androids, haven't you? So you're calling off this little war of ours? More like a temporary truce. Good enough. Androids are simply amazing, you know. They're truly the greatest invention that science has delivered since the beginning of mankind. I don't even know what this accent is anymore. It sounds like I have no idea. There's quite a few types. My favorite's the maid models. That's my favorite too. They take care of all the chores and really know how to cook. On top of that, the female ones are all pretty cute. Sometimes I find myself admiring their beauty. Those sound great. I want a cat girl, maid, anime girl, android. You've got one sick, twisted mind, Chobit. No, I agree with Chobit on this one. Tisk tisk, don't you know that people can achieve inner peace with beauty? That doesn't make any sense. It's been proven by science, you know. I shake my head wearily. I do admire his enthusiasm over something so petty, though. Really. Look, it's what's on the inside that counts. What are you talking about? And that appearance don't matter. It's still a... That's me. Appearance don't matter. It's still a crummy, stupid robot.
I was going to say, why would he say that?
Here's an example using people. Let's say there's a person with a pretty face, but he's a man. What?
So I'd like to know something.
What? Wait, hold on. What?
What does that mean?
How, is this implying that being a man is a bad thing?
That's just sad.
Sure, you're pretty, but you're a man. Ew. Does the fact that he's got a woman's face change anything? What? What is this guy saying? Hold on, I gotta read this again. Let's say there's a person with a pretty face, but he's a man. Does the fact that he's got a woman's face change anything?
No.
What? What is this guy trying to say? Is he saying that if you're a man with a woman's face, you're still a man? Cause yeah, I guess that's true. But what are you trying? What is your point? What are you trying to say? Yeah. No, he's ultimately a man. So that means that a robot with a pretty face is still a robot. Okay, but is being a robot a bad thing?
Yeah, why is it so
Likewise, even if I see a beautiful android, since it's ultimately a robot, its aesthetics don't matter anymore. Why do you hate robots so much?
Yeah, what do these guys do?
Like, okay, yeah, sure. A robot that looks like a human or is pretty is still a robot. Like, yeah, okay, I got that. But, yeah, what is with this guy? Like, robots aren't... They don't seem inherently bad, my guy. Like... Like, oh my god. They're just robots. They haven't done anything to you. It just becomes an illusion. What I'm trying to say is that even if a robot acts like a person, it's not. Okay, sure, but you don't have to be so mean about it.
Yeah.
Therefore, all robots are the same to me, and I dislike them all. What the heck? I hate this guy. I hate robots. Robots are all the same, and I hate them, and they're trash, and they suck. I guess you still haven't changed your mind. But there has to be a reason why you brought it up, right? Normally you wouldn't ever talk about it. Well, yeah. If you're looking to buy one, I'm here for you, man. I'll make sure to fill you in on everything you need to
Is that
know.
his name, Dr. Gears?
No, his name is Chobit.
Why is it Dr. Gears then?
Chobit.
So he is Dr. Gears?
Yeah, in the game he's Dr. Gears, but I'm calling him Chobit.
Okay.
I'm telling you, you'll be making the greatest purchase of your life. In response, I rub my cheeks in embarrassment. I'm not exactly looking to buy one. Could it be that you're worried about the price, Could it be that you're worried about the price, my friend? Don't worry, it's just a few pounds. I have some connections that I'll let you have one dirt cheap. As long as I'm with you, there won't be any problems. No, it's not that. There's no need to buy one. Now, just what do you mean by that? Fidgeting awkwardly, I wonder if I should tell him everything. He's like doing the thing where you rub the... Yeah, you rub your neck. I found one somewhere. Found what? An android. You found an android? Yeah. Where? At the junkyard. Holy... You lucky...
Mate?
You lucky, mate. Oi, mate, you're very lucky. Is it something like you can't or cloggers?
Why'd you make that for, like, numbers?
I can't read 455.
Okay, you can't
What
count.
model is it? Something that starts with a P. I can't remember. You found a penis.
You found
Someone told me it. You found the penis.
a robotic penis.
You found a robotic penis. I've been looking for one of those.
God.
You lucky mate. You found a penis, mate. Someone told me it's a pretty recent model, but I haven't seen anything impressive yet. Might as well give it some time, though. It was free after all. Now you've made me curious. I'll be sure to pay you a visit soon. He pauses for a minute before continuing, as if he's trying to change the subject. Well, I'm certainly happy that you've taken interest in androids, but... But what? But you should be careful. About what? You've seen them on TV, right? People who are obsessed with androids. They say it gets really tough to deal with as time goes on. Robots are robots. Humans are humans. You don't need to be telling us the main character. He knows this better than anyone. You should never forget this boundary between them. Robots are mere tools designed to make our lives easier. Nothing more, nothing less. What happened to your accent, dude? Me being struck by lightning is more likely. Fall in love with a robot? That's just crazy. I know. Of course, I don't expect that to happen to you, of all people. But you know, better safe than sorry. Better safe than sorry.
Say that again.
Alrighty, I'll keep that in mind. He nods in response.
Whenever someone says they're safe and sorry, everything always goes wrong. Quite a spell.
Before I knew it, the day's last class finally came. At last, another monotonous day of school was coming to a close. But it feels like this lecture is lasting all eternity. It's like I'm stuck in molasses. The chalkboard is filled with scribbles that are barely decipherable, making it very hard to understand the lesson, which is painful enough already. Ugh. I can't take it anymore. The teacher is also awful at explaining things. His words go through one ear and right out the other. Unable to hold back the incoming fatigue, I let out a small yawn. And glancing around, it looks like no one's doing much better. All these mediocre teachers have one thing in common. Their teaching method is way too convoluted. A bunch of rotten snobs, that's what they are. This guy's so negative. He's like, I hate robots, and I hate teachers, and I hate robot teachers. And yet time marches on. The teacher's dreadful onslaught of words ultimately comes to an end. Watching a politician's speech is more riveting in comparison. All that's left now is to go home. Time to get out of this place. I pack my belongings hurriedly, waving goodbye to Chobit as I start to head home. the way, I suddenly realized something. I'd nearly forgotten about the android, my guy. I almost ended up heading straight home. Why the heck? I doubled back towards the repair shop. Arriving, I peeked through the windows. The place was not too busy, but no sign of the repairman. Wasting no more time, I head in.
안티크숍에 어서 오세요.
Welcome to the
손님,
antique
뭘
shop.
찾으시나요?
As soon as I set my foot inside, I was immediately greeted by a female staff. The voice had a sweet, vibrant texture. It really caught me off guard. I'd never expected a girl to be manning the store. I guess she's a part-timer. I turn around to face the person calling out to me, and my jaw drops to the floor. It's Lucy, isn't it?
Oh.
Her face lights up when she finally recognizes me. Oh, she's so cute. Oh, she's so cute.
드디어
Oh,
와주셨군요,
Jesus
주인님.
Christ.
애타게 기다리고 있었답니다.
Master.
I can't do this. No. I hate anything that says master in it. It's like not good.
Master is finally here. Lucy has been waiting all day long.
I was probably the personality or after it's gonna be like I don't know.
It was the android named Lucy Valentine who had greeted me at the door. Are my eyes playing tricks on me? There's no way that useless thing could be standing here talking to me. You when you see orange? And what's with that smile? I double check. You're Lucy, right?
네, 맞아요.
Yes. Oh, she's so cute. None other than Lucy Valentine. Well, guess that settles it. How'd you end up like this?
네, 주인님.
What about Lucy, Master? Master.
What does that mean?
That voice. And your face. And you're standing on your own, right?
네, 물론이에요,
Yes, of course,
주인님.
Master.
루시는 지금
Lucy is standing on her own 2 feet. Ahem.
에헴.
Lucy puffs up her chest, looking proud. I mean, that's not really something to be proud of, but thinking back to how she was before, it was impressive. You do look better now, so there's nothing wrong with you anymore?
네, 주인님.
Yes, Master.
지금
Lucy feels like she can
루시는
soar through the
날아갈
skies.
것만
I don't
같답니다.
like that she said
Master. She calls him Master.
that. I hope that he's like, okay, can you please stop calling me that?
Worker Master. For emphasis, she spins in place like an excited ballerina. She had the appearance of a mature, well-pampered maiden, yet at the same time looked silly like a child. But her spin abruptly ends as she crashes onto the floor. And there goes my peace of mind.
아직
Still not back to normal, it seems.
아니에요.
Lucy smiles sheepishly. Well, I'm at a loss for words. The deceptively human voice, her vibrant personality full of such emotion, her face displaying all manner of expressions, each movement bursts with spirited passion. To say that I'm amazed would be a gross understatement. My brain's turned to mush. I can't utter a single word. I won't show it on the outside. It's weakness to lose control of your emotions. Well, that, plus, I don't want to admit to her that I'm surprised. That's one heck of a change in just a few hours.
처음으로 주인님한테
Lucy's first compliment from
칭찬을
Master.
기쁘다.
That makes Lucy very happy. I'm complimenting the guy who fixed you up, of course. No, impossible! The look of disappointment on her face was quite surreal. How can I possibly explain this? Magic? Had she been enchanted by a witch? Old childhood stories spring to mind. The nine-tailed fox who desired to become human? The little mermaid who also wished to become human? What happened to them? Let's just say they didn't get a happy ending. I'll have you know that I watched Disney's The Little Mermaid, and it had a happy ending, thank you very much. But this robot makes me think, if that little mermaid's wish ever came true, wouldn't she be celebrating just like this? Enough of this claptrap. Don't hurt my
I picked him
orange.
up.
Don't hurt him.
Very lightly.
Back to the matter at hand, which is, where's the repairman? Say, what happened to that guy who put you in charge? I ate him.
네,
The owner left a while ago to go shop for parts.
He's like, oh, I gave him the
조달하셨답니다.
piggyback ride.
He's not here? What about his store?
에헴,
Ahem. An
가게는
excellent
지금
assistant is
훌륭한
currently on
전문을
duty.
대신 보고 있답니다.
An assistant? Where?
This guy's dumb.
에헴, 에헴.
So, where is this assistant?
에헴, 에헴.
I don't see anyone. The original for The Little Mermaid was a bit more dark. Yeah, I know that, but I'm gonna pretend that he was talking about the Disney version.
And then a sequel came, and then it's like, oh, now I could end it anymore. So,
I don't see anyone.
what is that face?
Ahem. Well, that sure took the wind out of her sails.
He looks so sad. He knew
Yeah.
too.
Yeah, he was just trying to hurt her
That's
feelings.
sweet.
She's having more highs and lows than a bipolar patient. Feeling bad for her, I decide to drop the act. Okay, I get it. You're the one in charge for the time being.
네, 맞아요,
Yes, that is
주인님.
correct, Master.
지금은
Lucy is the one in
가게를 보고
charge.
있답니다.
She sure bounced back fast. Moreover, what's the deal with the repairman? Leaving Lucy to take care of the store on the first day he's met her? To such a ditzy robot? You'd have to be a few cards short of a full deck to think this was a smart idea.
저 주인님,
Hello? What could
뭘
Master
그렇게
be thinking about?
생각했어요?
I'm not thinking about anything. And can you stop calling me Master all the time?
That's what I'm saying.
하지만
But Master is
주인님,
Lucy's
주인님
master.
Just give her the name.
Use my name instead.
하지만
But Lucy doesn't know what
주인님의
Master's
이름을
name is.
모르는걸요?
Master.
이 기회에 가르쳐
Please take
주세요.
this opportunity to teach her now.
Oh, please let us fix it.
True, I botched it up last time. Let me type. Let me type. Let's run through the choices.
Oh,
Yes!
what do you
Yes!
put? I don't want to put her real name. I don't want to.
Yeah, I
But-
was thinking like Samantha, but
That's
do you
cool.
want to put something more interesting?
Yeah.
What if we put Master?
No, we're not putting that.
It's like, don't call me Master. My name is Master.
Wait, what if we put that?
Oh man, I was just gonna put Samantha, but can you think of something funnier? Chat, give us recommendations. So Jonathan, Raymond,
PogChamp.
Delaney, if PogChamp.
Yeah, PogChamp. I like that one.
What about like My Little PogChamp? So she's like, oh, my little PogChamp.
Oh my god, I kind of love that.
That'd be so funny. Oh my god, chat, what do you think?
I was
What
gonna
else
say
could be
Sam's,
funny?
but I do have to literally.
What if her name was Lucy?
Yeah, someone's actually playing this. Her name is Lucy, and it's like, let's just say Lucy and see what she says.
Oh my god, putting Master though would be so
We're not doing that.
Ah. Okay, but consider putting Master would be funny.
No,
exactly. It
we're not
would be
doing
so
that.
hilarious.
This is so fun.
Like, I don't want to be called Master, but that'd be so funny if it was like, PogChamp sounds good. Jonathan likes PogChamp.
Yeah, we should do My Little PogChamp.
Okay, My Little... What's the character limit? Okay, there is a character limit. My Little PogChamp. Alright, we're going with My Little PogChamp. Please enter name. My Little PogChamp.
That's amazing.
My Little PogChamp? Yes. I have an even better name.
What?
What? What? The name's Mr. Handsome. No!
주인님,
Master mustn't lie like that.
모르답니다.
Yeah, my name is My Little PogChamp.
남을 속이는
It's
건
bad to
나쁜
trick other
짓이에요.
people. Lying is evil.
거짓말은 죄랍니다.
If we don't get to use My Little PogChamp, I'm gonna be so mad. So you're telling me I'm ugly? What? What? No,
그런
no.
뜻은 아니고요.
Lucy never meant it that way. It's a mistake. A mistake. She curls up instinctively, thinking she might be scolded for messing up. Please tell me that we get to name ourselves My Little PogChamp.
그게 아니라
Master shouldn't lie
이름을
about his
속이면 안
name.
돼요. 진짜 이름을
Please tell Lucy
말해주세요.
Master's real name. Really? And why do you think I'm pulling your leg?
조금 전에
Lucy saw
이름을
Master put his
입력한
name in a
걸
while
봤습니다.
ago. Huh?
Oh no.
Oh, come on, even the game's working against me.
Wait, I'm clicking anything else.
Wouldn't it be really funny if we put in Mr. Handsome?
That would be really fun.
And then it's like, Mr. Handsome, no, that's not your real name. I saw you put in your real name. You put Mr. Handsome. Even the game's working against me. That is so funny. that it was like, I saw you put in your name, and it's not Mr. Handsome. That is hilarious. If you do put in Mr. Handsome, does the game say something else? Yeah. If you do put in Master, what does the game say? That'd be really funny if they actually coded that, where it's like, if you put in Master, then it's like, but you said not to call me Master. Forget it. Just call me Master. No! What? No! No! What? No! What? Why would you have us... Why would you have us put in a name if you're not gonna use it? Oh my god, why have us put in a name if you're just gonna say freaking Master? I don't want you to say Master! No! Oh, the Master thing is so creepy. I want to be called My Little PogChamp! Why would you have us put that in if we can't use it? That's so mean.
네, 주인님.
Understood, Master. No, I don't like that. I won't, no. No, why would you have us put in the name that we can't use? Just let me use the name I chose. Yeah, it'll probably come up later. But still, that's so mean. Why tease us like that? I hate that.
주인님.
Master. What?
주인님.
Master. What do you want?
그냥
Lisa just wanted to say it. She won't stop saying Master! I've had enough of this Master stuff. We played Nekopara, and there was Master throughout all of that. And I don't want any more Master. I'm sick of the Master. I'm gonna masturbate! Are you messing with me?
아니요.
No, of course not.
남지도 않은 말씀을. 주인님이라고
Lucy is
부를
just
수
very
있는
happy to have someone to call a master.
기뻐? 그래서
That's why she
그냥
wanted to say it.
불러봤답니다.
She cracks a wide smile. If she were human, I'd think she was on drugs. But for a robot, maybe she's still got a screw loose. Or her programming's still corrupted. Whatever the case, I just can't get a beat on her. And where's that stupid repairman? He's very angsty. I'm so mad about that. It had us put in our name, but then it called us Master anyway. 10 minutes later, the man in question finally shows up. Where were you, my guy? Sorry, I had to take a poop. As soon as we lock eyes, the guy makes a beeline toward me, and nearly bowls me over as he pleads. Please let me have Lucy! What? He wants her? What kind of messed up situation is this? It's like he's asking for my daughter's hand in marriage. I shoot back, no, I will not let you marry her. If you have a kid, you could do a troll move and name him Bait and make him a master. That would be pretty epic. What are you on about? You hire something? That's my line. What do you think you're doing? The owner takes some time to collect himself.
I bet this could be a really dramatic scene where she's gonna, like, not say Master and say the name you put in, and it's gonna be like, I'm sorry, My Little PogChamp, and we're gonna be like, oh my god.
Yeah, that's probably what it's leading up to. It's probably leading up to something like that where they use our real name later. But it'll probably be in a really serious moment, and it'll also probably be once we forget that we put that in. So, like, it'll be, like, the middle of a serious scene, and it's like, My Little PogChamp. Yeah. Maybe I gotta pick carried away. Kid, how about I pawn that android off you? Now, why am I not surprised? You want me to sell her? Yeah, I can give you this much. I mean, if you give me a ton of money, yeah. Like, not gonna lie, I'm willing to sell Lucy for a ton of money. I don't want to be called Master. He takes out his calculator and shows me the figures. Can I see them? My mind goes numb for 5 seconds. Are you serious? Of course. What do you think? Not a bad deal for a student, right? This is a ton of dough even for an adult. With the state this place is in, I don't think he has that kind of capital. He's obviously desperate. I stare at Lucy in silence. The android's frozen like a statue. Aw, she doesn't want me to sell her. Too bad I'm selling you. Not. That face of hers almost looks sad. Like a slave about to be sold off at an auction. Oh. I was actually thinking that, but I was like, I'm not going to say that. That's too dark. Well, maybe that's a bit extreme. He's not about to eat you alive or anything. I turned back to face the repairman. You'd pay this much? Do you really think Lucy is worth that kind of money? Of course! He yells in excitement. Jeez. Deafened much? Listen carefully. Any decently priced robot model comes with an AI or a module that allows them to mimic human emotions. You know this much, right? Sure. Well, creating such a module is an incredibly complex process. Even then, do you know how well they perform? Compared to a real person, they're still a long ways off. Right. Even cutting edge, their mimicking emotion is rudimentary at best. We're still not at that stage where it's considered genuine. I think I'm beginning to see the picture here. Looking back at Lucy, I start to put together what he's trying to tell me. You're a sharp one. Teaching kids pretty well these days. So, you savvy what I'm saying? Wait. Okay, yeah, so Lucy is an exceptionally well-made robot. So you're telling me that Lucy is an exceptionally intelligent robot capable of processing natural human emotions? Honestly, I was quite surprised about that as well. I've never seen such a robot that could emulate a real person so well. Even the new models nowadays reveal their flaws after a minute-long conversation, but I couldn't sense anything particularly out of place while chatting with Lucy. It felt just like talking to a real person. Yep. To put it simply, this is a person made of metal. A human robot. An Iron Maiden. A revolution in the robotics industry. The guy who created Lucy must be a true genius. Uh-huh. Ooh, thank you! We got some cheesy boys.
Some more.
That aside, good thing he caught himself before calling Lucy a certain power armor-wearing superhero. Nobody likes patent infringement lawsuits. Anyway, if she was such a spectacular robot, would she really be thrown away like that? I did run into something weird. There's some sort of built-in protection feature that was stopping the robot from working properly. So this is the second time that they've brought up that protection feature. So I wonder what that's about. A protection feature? Rings a bell. Something the junk version Lucy might have mentioned yesterday. Whatever it was, she seems to be doing fine now. And you removed it? Yeah, it wasn't too difficult. Since it was just one of those you put on display models. I'm just curious as to why they would bother doing such a thing before throwing it away. Yeah, I'm wondering that too. He appears to be lost in thought. Yeah, that's gotta have to do with the plot. It might mean that the inventor wanted to keep this new technology sealed away from humanity.
Yeah, that's probably it.
If not, then maybe... What if there was a serious bug? That's what I thought too, so I ran some tests but found nothing. It's safe to say that she won't be harming anyone. Why would she ever want to harm people? I'm just saying that she properly obeys the 3 laws of robotics, which we've seen multiple times now. At least she won't be a threat. Ah. The 3 laws of robotics. Please don't repeat them.
Oh my god. You know what those are like?
He's repeating them. What?
You know, it's like, life is like a staircase.
Yeah, exactly. You know what? How about we do that, like we did with Life is a Staircase, like we say it at the same time? Alright. 1. A robot may not injure a human being or, through inaction, allow a human being to come to harm. 2. A robot must obey the orders given it by human beings, except where such orders would conflict with the first law. 3. A robot must protect its own existence as long as such protection does not conflict with the first or second law. Awesome. These laws enable humans to keep control of robots.
So, the first and second one just says that, you know, you can't hire a robot to literally like, kill someone.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah, so robots can't kill people, they have to obey people, and they can't harm themselves.
I wonder why, it's not, why it wouldn't be a secret weapon.
Huh?
Mm-hmm. I don't know.
These laws enable humans to keep control of robots. They make sure that humans will always have authority over robots. That's how we can avert any catastrophe. I've heard that if a robot ever disobeys one of the laws, it would immediately shut itself down under any circumstances. That's why there aren't any glaring flaws to the system. I shift my focus back to the numbers displayed on the calculator. Glancing at Lucy, I'm reminded of a forlorn puppy, and it's really bothering me. With sudden determination, she approaches me. Master. Oh, I knew it! I said it before she said it because I knew that was what she was going to do. Master.
말씀 좀
Sorry to interrupt, but what's wrong?
다목적
Lucy
용도로
just wanted to say that she really is capable of
정말
doing anything.
무궁무진한
I wonder if there's
방면으로
gonna be
이용이
sex scenes in this game.
가능하단다.
Oh, probably.
분명 어떤 일을
That's why
하더라도
Lucy believes she could be a big help to Master with any task. Yes, and he's so mean.
그러니까
So, she's like, please don't sell me into slavery, and he's like, I don't care.
Yeah, what the heck?
So what?
저 그러니까
So that's why,
저
I never get tired of seeing Lucy look so depressed! What? That is such a mean thing to say!
Screenshot that.
What? Why?
This is the meanest thing of this.
He's like, I sure do love seeing Lucy be depressed. God, that is so mean. It seems to satisfy the hidden sadist within me. Oh my god, what an evil person. He sucks.
It sounds like the Markiplier thing. That's something he would say.
Oh my god, yeah. That is so mean. What the heck? She's really trying to put on a show for me. She just doesn't want to be sold into slavery, my dude.
Yeah.
Essentially, she's a self-advertising product. You don't see that every day. But willing to go this far for me, it'd be too cruel to let her go at this point. I'm not going to make the deal, so don't worry. Really?
Not supposed to.
Just a very, very large amount of money. As I finished my sentence, the looks in their faces were different as night and day.
He just looks like, I don't know, high. What is that face expression?
I don't know.
Like, you can tell she's happy, but, like, what is this? It's just like...
I don't think his expressions are as good.
Yeah.
They could have done a better job of making him look more upset there.
Mm-hmm.
The repairman sulks while Lucy breathes a sigh of relief. Anyway, she's good to go now, right? Here you go. I resignedly fork over the money. All my hard-earned cash. Bitterly, the repairman accepts the payment after a moment's hesitation. She's better. But be careful not to put any strain on her legs for a while. Keep it light and cut down on the exertions. Sure. So we gotta play piggyback again? Wonderful. She's not too heavy, so I can manage. Thanks for all your help. This guy's really got it bad. Practically bleeding out over the android. Maybe I'll throw him a bone. Look, we'll do regular checkups. Sound good? Okay, but make sure to treat her well. And don't overwork her too much, alright? See you later too, Lucy. You can come visit any time. The look on his face while waving goodbye to Lucy was truly a spectacle. No! I dropped some mac and cheese noodles on myself.
Gross.
Master, woo.
Oh wait, maybe. Do you think that maybe it didn't work because it was Paul?
What? Why wouldn't that work?
I don't know.
I don't know
It's
why
like,
that
doesn't the voice acting need to be like, I don't know.
This time, he seemed to be the father seeing his daughter leave with another man. Guy's completely out of it. I definitely made the right choice.
At first I was like, what is on her face? And it was the cursor.
Exiting, we head out to the sidewalk. I stop in my tracks. In silence, I kneel down facing away from Lucy. Hop on. I add an explanation to make sure that she understands. That means you lightly put your arms around my neck and climb onto my back.
저 주인님
Master?
혹시나 해서
Just a quick
묻는
question.
건데요.
What is it?
저
Does Master think that
바보 취급하고
Lucy
있나요?
is dumb? Yeah, he does.
Yeah.
I guess I no longer have to worry about being choked to death. I feel her weight gradually shift onto my back. For a robot, she's very light. She's probably measured to weigh as a normal girl.
We just like that.
Yeah. Huh?
왜 그러세요?
What is it, Master? No, it's nothing. As soon as she climbs onto my back, I can't help but notice a fragrant aroma arising from her body. It's neither too intense nor fleeting. It gently spreads evenly along my nose. It starts with a sweet, fruity scent reminiscent of a youthful girl.
What?
You smell like girl! You know that girl scent that girls smell like? Yet there's a hint of spice akin to a mature woman. You smell like a mature woman. You smell like a spicy, mature woman. Oh, you smell female. I smell the female.
It's so scary.
It doesn't fail to stimulate the mind of a teenage boy going through puberty. Ugh, I'm a teenage boy going through puberty and you smell like a female. Oh, delicious.
I hate that so much.
This is bad. I've never experienced something like this. I've never smelled a woman before. It didn't happen this morning, but why now? It's probably because of the smell. It wasn't there earlier. Feeling a little faint, I desperately try to get a grasp of the situation.
맥박이 갑작스럽게 올라가고
Master's heart
있어요.
rate is rapidly increasing. Is something the matter?
왜
You
그러세요?
smell like female. She's measuring my heart rate? That's not fair.
That's not fair.
I feel a little embarrassed for revealing that I'm a nervous wreck right now. Unable to hold back, I decide to be honest to myself. The smell. What is it?
He says that to her?
Yeah.
아하,
Is it because of that?
아저씨께서
The man at the
여러
shop
가지를
gave Lucy all sorts of
주셨답니다.
gifts. What? Are you telling me that this guy was like, Lucy, you're so epic, here's some perfume?
Oh my god. You also smell really bad.
여자아이니까 자기 관리는
He told Lucy
스스로
that
해야
since she's a
한다면서.
girl, she needs to take good care of herself. What?
Okay.
She takes out a bottle of perfume amongst many other makeup accessories. Are you seriously... What? The repairman gives you makeup and perfume? What?
That's so weird.
That's very weird. Does he do that with every female android or just her? Because it's weird that he would just have makeup and perfume and stuff.
What does happen if the robots break the...
Oh, well, didn't main character guy say that they shut down?
Oh. Just like immediately they shut down.
Yeah, that's what he said.
Yeah, there's definitely a really dramatic scene where she does something and then she shuts down.
Oh, yeah, probably. Also, is this implying that all women naturally smell like perfume?
Yeah, what the heck?
Everything about this scene is very weird. Jeez, that guy is scary, really scary. Yeah, that is a weird thing to do. Like, can you imagine, like, you go to the doctor because your legs don't work? Because that's essentially what she did. And the doctor's like, you're a woman, so you should take care of yourself. Here's some perfume.
Yeah.
What?
So strange. And then he's like, can I buy her?
And then your boyfriend picks you up from the doctor, and he's like, you smell like woman!
Yeah,
Lucy has gone through so much.
I can always say that. Even though that's the worst she's probably been through, even though she was in a dumpster for so long.
Yeah, sure, she was probably...
Accident.
Yeah, sure, she was probably abused and thrown into a junkyard and had her legs broken, but she was also given perfume! Oh, gosh.
I'll agree, that
actually makes me think, does she remember the things that happened to her before she showed up in that junkyard? What does she remember?
Yeah, I don't know.
Because we haven't asked her about that. We haven't asked her what her memory is. She probably doesn't remember any of that, but it'd be worth asking her. He's the type of person who'd spend the whole day forcing his pet dog into different clothing. What? I mean, I guess so. I guess he was kind of like treating her like a doll, like, oh, you're so pretty, let me give you makeup and stuff, which is very creepy.
Yeah.
If you'd consider that as animal abuse, wouldn't this be kind of some kind of robot harassment? To be fair, I don't think dressing up your dog is animal abuse, but it is probably uncomfortable for the dog. And earlier I compared this to a vet. So, like, can you imagine if your vet started dressing up your dog? That is weird. Well, I don't know. All this stuff just for a robot? What a silly guy.
It's gonna be 2 hours and like 4 minutes.
I want to do 3 hours.
No, because I want to call my friends.
I want
It's
to do
already
3 hours.
early. No, we're doing 2.
Please.
No, I want to do 2. Because, like,
Please, Fwee.
no, I want to do 2.
Please, Fwee.
No, we're doing 2.
Fwee.
Sorry, 2.
I want to do Fwee.
2.
We have 4 viewers. We can't let our 4 viewers down.
2.
4 viewers is allowed for us. No, I want to do 3.
I want
Please.
to talk to my friends.
Please.
I want to go in Minecraft with Mama World.
Please.
No.
Okay, we'll compromise and do 2.5.
No. 2.
2.5.
2 hours and 10 minutes. How about that?
2.5.
No.
Please.
2 minutes, 10, 10, 2 and 10, or...
No, we're gonna do 2.5 hours. Mm-hmm.
What?
2.5 hours.
No.
We gotta do 2.5 hours.
2 hours and 10 minutes.
2.5 hours.
No.
2.5.
No.
2.5.
Mm-mm.
2 hours and 20 minutes.
Fine.
Yes, 2 hours and 20 minutes. Okay, so that's until 10:20?
What time was this?
Yeah, okay, so we're doing this until 10:20. All this stuff for a robot. What a silly guy. Why are you laughing?
그냥 웃음이
No reason.
나와서요.
Ew.
Had I just been seduced by a robot? You know what I'm going to do this next week? Sleep in, because I took the week off for my birthday sitting tomorrow. Happy birthday! Have a nice, week off. Well, there goes all my dignity as a human being.
무겁지
Is it
않으신가요?
too heavy?
Oh.
She kind of sounds like Jae-hee from Mystic Messenger. That's what her voice
Sounds
reminds me
like Yugi and Aoi together.
of. I guess. She's definitely Aoi.
Yeah.
It's nice to see you again, Aoi. What are you going on about now? I purposely try to sound irritated.
So does Aoi know? Or is it just like...
Apparently she knows.
Oh, okay. Hi, Aoi.
Yeah, love you, Aoi. It doesn't affect her in any way, however.
루시의 몸.
Lucy's body. Is Lucy too heavy for Master?
We should name ourselves Aoi and she was
Oh, yeah.
No.
You're lighter than I expected, because that's literally what he said, so I'm just telling the truth.
Do these choices matter?
Probably. Well, you're lighter than I expected.
정말인가요?
Is that really true? Yeah.
빗말하는 거
Does Master really mean it?
아니지요?
Yes.
기쁨이 고조된
Master isn't
순간에
planning to drop Lucy
절망의
off a
말을
cliff while
건네서
she's basking
루시를
in
나라
happiness?
끝으로 떨어뜨릴 속셈을
What?
알겠지요?
No.
Have that happened to you before?
Is that supposed to be funny? Have you been deceived all your life? Maybe I was being too rough on her. I didn't think she'd start being so skeptical. Before I ruin her completely, I decided to treat her a little kinder from now on. Good. I hear a small giggle coming from my back. My back is giggling! Would a robot really feel that flattered to be called light? I don't know. Humans can't be expected to understand the robot's heart. Soon enough, the streets became immersed in the orange glow of the evening sun. The scenery was changing more slowly than usual today. Maybe it's because I'd been carrying Lucy on my back. But it's not that a lot of time had passed. Winter was just on its way, as evidenced by these increasingly shorter days. Lucy hasn't said anything for a while. I steal a glance at her, wondering if she's asleep, but she's not.
Just staring.
She appears to be lost in thought, staring at everything in sight. She looks like a child inside a pleasant dream. I can see her eyes sparkling. Is it really that fascinating?
뭐가 말인가요?
What does master mean by that? This
So she-
place.
Wait. Was that her thoughts or? I was saying that.
Saying what?
What you just said.
What does master mean by that?
No, what he said.
Is it really that fascinating?
Yeah.
Yeah, he said that out loud.
Oh,
That's why she responded.
Okay.
This place.
아, 네.
Oh, yes.
정말로 근사하다고 생각해요.
It's quite marvelous. I can't say if I agree with that. Unlike downtown, there aren't many distractions here to keep us busy. Nor are we near any beautiful landscapes. We're just walking down a plain old street that you can't find anywhere. That you can find anywhere. What part of this place do you find marvelous?
전부 다요.
Everything. Everything?
네,
Yes,
전부 다
absolutely everything.
근사합니다. 예전에는
In the past, Lucy always needed permission to go outside.
있으니까요.
So she does remember. Well, then we should ask her more questions about her past. We can ask
But
her
of
what
course
happened
we're
to her.
not going to,
'Cause,
because the main
yeah.
guy sucks all the time.
In the past, Lucy always needed permission to go outside. Oh my god, I thought that she wouldn't remember her past, but she does?
Yeah.
What the heck? Well, why are we not talking to her about it?
Because we suck.
Yeah. She always needed permission to go outside. That's sad. Yeah, she was probably kept in a lab or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
밖에 나가서
Lucy didn't have many
이런
chances to wander the
식으로
streets like
기회가
this.
몇 번 없었거든요. 그래요.
Yes, so
굳이
basically,
말하자면 이렇게 움직이는
it's fascinating to see the way everything changes around Lucy as she moves about.
루시가 모르는
A fresh new
풍경이
sight to behold, one after
또 다른
another.
모습으로 변해가는 모습이 이런 식으로
Being able to take in
천천히
everything at
거리의
Lucy's own
모습을
pace.
둘러볼 수 있다는 사실이 그런 것들이
Lucy finds that delightful.
무척이나
That's why everything
신기합니다.
looks so marvelous.
정말 근사하다고 생각해요.
I see. I couldn't relate to the sensation she just described.
Oh, they use that neat you mean her.
Huh.
Yeah. That scared me. I don't like that.
What if that had actually happened? Master.
It was like part of you mean her.
What is it?
정말
Lucy is very
죄송합니다.
sorry. Sorry for what? What's with you all of a sudden? I'm caught off guard by the unexpected apology. Had she really done anything wrong?
루시가 오늘
Lucy
너무
was being too
떠들었죠.
chatty and annoying today. She's very
죄송해요.
sorry. What? No, you weren't.
원래 성격은 사실 조금
Lucy is supposed to be calm and
침착한
understanding of others,
제작
but...
과정에서는
What? You were,
남을
no, you were
이해해주는
acting fine. You don't have anything to apologize
모든
about.
메인 컨셉으로 삼고 설계되었습니다만
I found it strange how Lucy was telling me what kind of person she was supposed to be. If anyone other than Lucy had told me the same thing, I'd probably have laughed at them. Anyone by himself would never be able to figure out what kind of a person he truly is. Sitting in front of a mirror reveals all the flaws of your body. Sitting in front of a person reveals all the flaws in your personality. If you ever want to find out something about yourself, it needs to be reflected back to you by something else. Really? That's an interesting way of looking at it. That is why attempting to describe your own personality is the same as describing what kind of person you'd actually want to be.
What's he saying?
I don't think I agree with him on this. So what he's saying basically is that, so when you, in order to see yourself accurately, you need to look at yourself through the eyes of another person.
Okay.
But I don't think that's necessarily true. I think you can be introspective and think about how you feel about yourself, and that says a lot about you. Like, Yeah, I don't think he's necessarily right about that.
Yeah, maybe not necessarily, but I can get what he's
Because,
saying.
like, well, he's saying that, like, people can't describe their own personalities. People can't describe who they are. Yeah, like, I get what he means. But, yeah, I don't really like that. It'd just be a bunch of pretentious nonsense. This guy's so negative all the time. But this is only the case for humans. Lucy is an android. She's not human. That's why it doesn't sound strange coming from her. What he said isn't entirely true because of what he said isn't entirely true because of bias. Yeah. I don't think he's right that it's entirely one way or entirely another. Like, I don't think that, like, the way that you view yourself is, like, inherently incorrect, but then, like, I also don't think that the way that others view you is inherently incorrect either. Like, there's accuracies to both of them. So, like, I think this guy views everything as too black and white.
분명
Lucy was
처음으로
probably just
지휘되는
happy to be able
사람을
to greet her
봤을
first
때
master.
기뻤던 걸 거예요.
Master.
오랜만에 기동이라
It's also been a while since Lucy was
상당히
last
길거리기도
activated, so that
했고.
was a bit exciting too.
Please say it. Like, please just be like, what?
PogChamp. Okay, yeah, talk about your past, please. It was such a natural explanation about how she felt. She was happy to meet her first master, and she was happy to be able to finally move around again. You've never served anyone else before?
네,
No, Master is Lucy's
주인님께서는
first.
제
We're
첫 번째 주인님이세요.
her first
Oh,
master.
Jesus Christ.
Is that so? So she's a new model that no one has ever touched. Oh, she's never been touched before. That line of thinking sounds dirty, but that's not what I mean. He was thinking the same thing as me.
연구소에 있을 때는 즐거웠어요.
Lucy really enjoyed her time back at the lab. Really?
거기 계시던
The
모든
researchers were all very
분들께서
kind. That's
제게
good. Then why did they throw you out? That doesn't seem very kind.
여러 가지 화제를
Lucy talked about a lot of things with
또
everyone
여러
and learned
가지
a lot too.
것들을
Cool.
가르쳐 주셨지요.
I wonder if she doesn't know that they threw her out.
Maybe. Yeah, maybe this is like how things went in her mind aren't how they actually went. A lab, did she say? Oh, I'm sure they treated her well.
뭔가 재미있는 대답을
Whenever
하거나
Lucy said something
지시하는
interesting,
행동을
or whenever
수행할
Lucy
때면
did something that she was
많은
told, they were very
분들께서
happy.
기뻐해 주셨답니다. 특히
Then they would say, Lucy is very smart, and pat Lucy's head. I want to pat
루시는
Lucy's
참
head.
똑똑하구나 하고 머리를 쓰다듬으며 칭찬을 해주시곤 했어요. 루시는
Lucy
그게
liked that very
너무
much.
좋았어요.
That's why Lucy decided to learn a lot more and do a lot more
더욱더 많은
things.
것들을 배웠고
Ah, she's cute.
더욱 많은 이야기들을 했어요. 그럴수록
And they came to
점점 더
love
많은
Lucy even
귀여움을
more.
받았답니다.
They were probably just testing her abilities. In my mind, I find the whole scenario unsettling. To Lucy, however, it's a treasured memory of her past. But there is an important question yet to be answered. Then why were you abandoned? See, that's what I'm saying! Yeah, I want to know. I've always been meaning to ask her, but I can't easily bring myself to do so. Just ask! I ask myself why. Maybe it's because I'm starting to care about this robot's feelings. I really want to know why she was abandoned. I shake my head. That's just plain nuts. It's only because she sounds like a real person. It's a dangerous thought. Let's get it out of my head. I blurt out the question. Then why were you abandoned? Okay, good. Are we gonna find out?
I don't think she knows.
Yeah, she doesn't know, does she? She knows about, like, her time at the lab and stuff, but she doesn't know why she was abandoned. Lucy goes silent. Nothing is said for a while. The quietness stretches into an awkward silence. I start to regret asking the question.
분명
Because no one loved Lucy anymore. What? What? Oh, what? Why?
That's sad.
No. Huh? What? With those words, Lucy finally breaks the silence. Oh my god, what?
언제부터인가
Somewhere along the line, they
다들
stopped
루시에게
smiling at
웃어주지
Lucy.
않게
Why? Why did that happen?
다들
They stopped
루시를
praising
칭찬해주지
Lucy.
않게 됐어요. 다들
Eventually, they forgot
루시의
about
메인
Lucy.
시스템으로
Why did
가동시켜주지
they-
않게 됐어요.
Why? Why did they do that?
I still think the weapon things, maybe they thought that she was dangerous later.
I have no idea. That's messed up. How could they do that?
예비 전력을 통해
While running on reserve
시간을
power, Lucy could only
감지할 수
keep
있었어요.
track of the passing time,
아무것도 하지
doing
못했지.
absolutely nothing. It felt
그저
like an
시간이
eternity.
흘러가는 것만 느낄
Those
수
days went
있는
on and on.
영원처럼 길게 느껴지던 그런 나날이 그리고
Then one day,
그러던 어느 날
Lucy goes silent once more. Then one day, she found herself left in the dust, is what she probably wanted to say. Maybe they didn't like something about her, or they found a significant flaw within her design. But I don't like the fact that they had just tossed her aside after giving her so much love and attention. Aren't they being too inconsiderate? A small rage boils inside of me, directed at those cruel researchers with no sense of responsibility. When I regain my senses after a few seconds, I become surprised at how angry I was. What was I thinking? They were just throwing away a failed experiment. The object on my back is nothing more than an impressive fake. She's not real. She's not a living creature. It's only natural that useless machinery is thrown away. There's no need for me to be so angry.
주인님,
Master's
다시
pulse
맥박이
is rising
올라가고
again.
있습니다.
Is something wrong?
무슨 일이신가요?
It's nothing. And stop measuring that all the time.
하지만
Lucy is
자동적으로
programmed to
체온을
record
재도록
Master's temperature
프로그램되어
automatically.
있는데요.
Then it's an order. I order you to not measure anything from now on. An
명령이신가요?
order? Then Lucy has no
그렇다면
choice.
어쩔 수 없네요.
There was another silence, but this time not an unpleasant one.
그래서
But Lucy is very thankful
주인님에게는
towards Master.
너무나도 감사해하고 있답니다.
I just can't seem to figure out this robot's train of thought. What?
버려지고 얼마나
Lucy
오랜
doesn't
시간이
know how much time
지났는지는
has
알 수
passed since she
없어요.
was thrown away.
하지만 루시의 체감상으로는
But judging by Lucy's own
정말 오랜
temperature,
시간
it seems
동안
that a long
버려져
time
있는
has
것
passed.
같았어요. 주변은
Lucy was always
어두컴컴하고
surrounded by darkness,
사람의
and she could never sense any
인기척을
human presence.
아주
It was
어두웠어요.
very dark. It was very quiet.
고요했어요.
Lucy was feeling very lonely.
아주 그러던
Aww.
도중
Then
주인님의
suddenly,
목소리가
Lucy heard a
들려오기
gentle
시작했어요.
voice. I don't remember talking to you like that.
그래도
But to
루시에게는
Lucy, it was like
정말
a soft,
천사의
tender
속삭임
whisper from an
같았어요.
angel.
아무것도 없는
At
어둠
last, in
속에
that dark abyss,
처음으로
the light
빛이
that Lucy had
떠올랐어요.
lost so long ago had finally returned.
루시에게
It was Master who
여보친구
found
말을
Lucy.
걸어주셨죠?
You're overreacting. She's definitely going overboard with
You
this.
are reacting. Just got that's been here for a while.
I just happened to notice her while casually passing by.
주인님의 눈에 띄기 위해
Lucy tried her
필사적이었어요.
hardest to make Master notice
있는 힘을 다해
Lucy.
몸을
Lucy pushed
움직였어요.
and pulled her body with all her might.
그랬더니 글쎄
And then Lucy's once
움직이지
frozen
않던
hands had
손이
miraculously
움직이는
started
거예요.
moving.
Oh, that's why she was like.
Yeah, moving her arms around. They were only a few words which didn't contain any significant meaning. And it was only on a moment's whim that I'd taken her home. But I was surprised those simple actions were such a big help to the robot.
루시를
Lucy is
걷어주신 것
very thankful that Master has taken her
정말
in.
감사하고 있어요.
She's such a cutie. Being able to say the most embarrassing things without hesitation. I guess it's one of the advantages of being a robot. I can feel my face beginning to flush. I quickly duck in order to hide my embarrassment. Shut up. I'm gonna make you pay for what you're worth, so you better be ready for it.
네, 주인님.
Yes, Master.
각오하고
Lucy is
있답니다.
prepared. What's so funny? Why do you keep laughing like that? It's creeping me out.
모르겠어요.
Lucy doesn't know. She cannot contain her
웃음이
laughter.
계속 흘러나와요. 고장인가 봐요.
Maybe it's a malfunction.
어쩌죠?
What should Lucy do? Lucy quietly rests her cheek against my shoulder. The sensation of her soft skin causes me to flinch. She feels very much different compared to this morning. It feels as if I'm carrying a real person on my back instead of a robot. He should say that again. I start to wonder what could be causing this difference in perception. Was it just a placebo effect? Or had something really changed since this
What's that
morning?
mean again?
Placebo effect is where nothing actually changes, but like you convince yourself that it's changed. So, like, in this case, since she's acting different, he imagines that she feels different. So he's wondering if he's imagining it or not.
Okay.
If something really did change, was it me? Or the robot? I continued to ponder over the question on the way home. I never managed to come up with an answer. Oh, time to say it again. A robot may not injure a human being or through inaction allow a human being to come to harm. A robot must obey the orders given to... I'm gonna go to bed. Good night. Good night, Delaney. We'll probably end this soon.
Yeah, like.
Chicken noodle soup falls under the placebo effect. You're right about that. Yep.
Oh, with like the sickness.
Yep.
Yeah. I also think that warming up milk when they
yeah.
kill Sam will help you sleep.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
A robot must obey the orders given it by the one possessing control or authority, except where such orders would conflict with the first law. A robot must protect its own existence as long as such protection does not conflict with the first or second law. We're going to have this memorized by the time we're done. October 13th. You. I unlock the front door and enter the house. Unlike usual, I could sense someone's presence inside. I hear a couple of voices coming from the television inside the living room. My father appears to have returned home early.
I don't think I remember them talking about parents, so I don't know what's...
They talked about his dad briefly.
Yeah.
It makes me feel uneasy. Does the dad not know about Lucy?
I don't know.
I effortlessly remove my shoes using only my feet. Come to think of it, I was always home alone. It's been this way ever since I'd grown old enough to take care of myself. Before that, we used to have a housekeeper watching over the place. However, that was only until I began middle school. From then on, I was always by myself. I would eat breakfast alone, I would eat dinner alone, the cycle would repeat endlessly. I don't even remember the last time all of us ate dinner together as a family. There's no such thing as a home-cooked meal in this household. I've eaten so many different kinds of instant foods in my life that I've come to memorize every product of every brand. My father puts his work before family, and my new mother follows my father everywhere to support him while practically ignoring me. That is my family. At this point, it feels out of place to see someone actually at home. My father's on the couch watching television. No, he's not. I do not see him.
Yeah, I don't think he is there.
Oh my god, you are not on the couch.
What an ugly man.
Ugly man. You're back.
The ugliest thing. Why is he so gross?
Ugly man.
He's disgusting.
He doesn't even turn around to face me. It implies that he's not in a good mood. Yes, father. You're very late.
For what?
I checked the time. It wasn't actually that late. There are times when I'd be back much later. I wonder if this man even knows how old I am. Where have you been wandering around for so long? Don't you know that you'll be in college soon? That looks like what he would sound like.
Yeah.
I don't bother replying. Says the guy who never paid any attention to me. I think to myself. I don't get along too well with my father. Our relationship compares badly with other families. But that is to be expected. We've never spent much quality time together. Going to the zoo, or playing soccer together. I don't have any of those fond memories that other kids my age probably have. My earliest memories are of my father's stern, ugly face. This would be even more bizarre if we actually got along. As I stand in silence, the old man launches his next attack. Are you not listening to me? He still doesn't bother looking at me. I've gotten used to minding my own business. The father sounds like an ash. Yeah.
Yeah, alright, well, it's 10:20.
Yep, okay, yeah, Faye wants to call her friends, so we're gonna stop here. I'm gonna save.
Good so far, though.
Yeah, this is a pretty good game. I'm excited to keep playing it. We're gonna continue this next week. I like, Lucy. I think she's pretty cute. So I'm looking forward to seeing where this goes, why the people at the lab abandoned her, etc., etc. So I'm gonna go to the title screen. Let me... so, yeah, that's it. So, is she the next Owie? I do think she is.
Yeah,
she is the next Owie. Well, I mean, she literally is Owie, as confirmed by the end of You and Me and Her. She is Owie. So, yeah, she's Owie in a different form. So it's good to see her again. Boop boop. Okay, well, make sure to subscribe to Faye the Fox. like my dad's Facebook page if you haven't already. Thank you all so much for watching this. I appreciate you. And bye-bye. I will see you. Yeah, bye-bye, Nano. I will see you on Wednesday. Probably I'll do something besides this game on Wednesday, and then on the next Saturday we'll play the game again. Because I want to, like, split it up like that.
Yeah.
So, anyway, bye-bye! I have a new end screen, so hang out on my end screen. Bye.